Today we're going to work on a new command, and the command is called leave it. It is an impulse control command. We talked about that with our stays. But in this one, what you're doing is teaching your dog to obey your command of leave it when there's something that they want to go after and get, but you tell them leave it, and that means they're not supposed to get it. And the way that we start training this is to take treats, and I would use lower value treats for this, as that will make it a little bit easier on your dog at first. So I would use just dog treats. You can use their food, their kibble, anything like that. And what you will do is put them on a leash with a collar, of course, and sit down on the ground with them, and put the treat. Well, before you put the treat down, you're going to slip your fingers around their collar, so you've got control over them. Then you're going to put a treat down on the ground, and you're going to tell them, leave it. And the dog will most likely try to move its nose towards the treat to get it, but you're going to have a hold of that collar and not let the dog get it. And so the dog is probably going to keep trying, and then it's going to figure out, my owner's not going to let go of my collar, and will probably look at you like, what in the world do you want me to do? And when they look at you, then I want you to release them from the command and give them a treat out of your pocket. And then pick up the treat off of the ground, put it back in your pocket, and then you're going to do this again, and you're going to repeat it several times, and then you're going to break it off and play with your dog, and then go back to it. Eventually you will reach a point where you don't have to hold on to your dog's collar, where you can just put the treat down and tell your dog leave it, and they will leave it until you release them. And I would, instead of releasing him to get the treat on the ground, I would give it out of my hand and pick the one up off the ground, because you've told him to leave it, and you don't want to give mixed signals that, at one point it was not okay to get it and now it is. So I would give the treat out of the pocket, and I will demonstrate that for you in a video with one of my dogs.